Queen. I'm starting right on time, 1 minute late. Whee! Go me. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, as always. And today it's a citrine day for me. I've got my Phantom citrine pendant and my earrings that match it. It's citrine day for me. It's citrine is known as the feel better stone, and so anyway, I like to wear it. It's also known as a money stone. So anyways, I'm trying to get that straight. Hi, Gina. Hi, Eleanor. My two faves. How you doing? I hope you're good. I'm going to put some glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Hi, Sheila. I hope you're having a good day. Well, shoot. I don't know what I'm doing. But today I wanted to talk about a little bit of authoritism, or, people who think they have the right to do whatever it is that they want to do. Thank you, Gina. I am gonna do some crystal shorts as well, and thank you for the tip on the kitty videos as well. But I'm gonna try to do some. Geez, how do you? Okay. Oh, there I am. I lost myself for a second there. Hi, Disha. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, I was talking about a little bit about authoritism. People, we all in the United States anyway have paid in when we work to get assistance if we need it. And if we don't need it, we don't use it, and we paid into it for maybe somebody who really does need it. So anyway, I have to talk about one in particular. And I was on this when I had my shop, and I wasn't married to Kevin as of yet. Amy, you need a miracle. What's wrong? What's going on, Amy? Talk to me. You want me to just do a spread? But I was gonna do this talk on authoritism, because people, with what we have in the White House right now, people are thinking they can get away with trying to intimidate people and make them believe that they can do things that they can't do. And a long time ago, it was before I met Kevin. I had my own shop and I wasn't making any money. Hence, still not making any money. But anyway, I had to live in the housing development. And, he's the only person that can help us? How do you figure? Oh, please explain this one to me. By dying, or by getting a conscience? How can he help us, Amy? Anyway, so I was in this housing, high annual, I think, annual. Anyways, yeah, I agree. It's like crazy. Anyway, so I was in this housing development, and I had a little girl, and people knew I read tarot, so they kind of walked away from me. I think they were kind of afraid, at least the people that lived near me. ignorance. What's ignorance, Amy? You or Trump or who? Who are you talking about as ignorance? Anyways, so I was living in this. Pro- yes, you're ignorant. Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way about yourself. You shouldn't talk about yourself like that. It's not very nice. Oh, I'm ignorant. Oh, okay. Um, well, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. But I would like to know how you think. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Eleanor. We don't need the MAGAs. You know you're getting popular when you get MAGAs out there. Let's see what the card is for her. Oh, yeah, she's entitled. Anyway, so hi, Jacob. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you for calling me a demon. I've never been called a demon before. Lots of things, but not a demon. But anyway, hi, Eric. Demon work. I am a demon. Oh, okay. Cool. Glad you think so. You're entitled to. Hi, CH31. Have a good day. Jacob, creepy. Hurley, creepy. What's creepy? It's Chelsea. I'm sorry, Chelsea. I know, it's craziness. Oh, monitor, Gina T, take this person off of here. I can't take it today. I am not a witch. I don't claim to be a witch. If I was a witch, trust me, the world would be in a lot better place than it is right now. Because everybody would have enough. You don't know what I know. You don't know what I know. So I think that's your Eric Thomas being an idiot. Anyway, you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know what I know. And I don't know what you know. And I don't really care what you know or what you think you know. Yeah, he is being mean. I agree. Anyway, so I was living in housing and, you know, the people would walk away because, like, Eric over there. Hi, Allison. Eric said that I was a witch. So that's what witches do. So, you know, that I think that's what they thought too. So they thought I would hurt them or whatever. But anyway, the person that was in charge of the development, we're going to call her Elaine, she decided that she was going to try to intimidate me with false, yes, very narrow-minded, I agree. A false narrative of what she wanted or intimidate me into what she wanted me to do. I never really complained much, but when I did, I had legitimate reason. You know, I had a little girl, you know, that I wanted to protect. So when I complained, then she decided that she wanted to terminate my occupancy. Well, she couldn't do that. That's against the law. You can't just threaten me because I complain. You know, I mean, really? So for Eric and all the other people thinking that I am some sort of demon or witch or ignorant or whatever, I have news for you. I assure you I am not any of those things. Because if I were a witch, we'd all be rich. Not just 90 or 1% of the American population. So anyways, she threatened to terminate my occupancy, which she could not do legally. And she was just trying to intimidate me. And what I'm trying to talk about, what I'm trying to get at in this whole scenario is that intimidation sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. And we really can't let it. Because what is in the White House is all he's doing is trying to intimidate. You know, if you think about it, he met none of his wives except for one, and two of them divorced them, which were smart. So, I mean, who marries a man who wants to sleep with young girls? Who marries one of those? I don't know. I don't get it. So he's allowing people to try to intimidate other people, just like calling the National Guard into Washington, D.C., and federalizing the police department. I mean, come on. You know, jeez, oh, Pete, talk about trying to intimidate people. Really? I know. It's always easy to call women. Oh, I guess he would be a wizard or witch himself, a warlock, whatever. Dick is what he is. Jeez. Not very open-minded, just plain mean. And we are building a strong community, and we don't need any of the mean weirdo people on this channel. This channel is not about name calling. It's not about being mean to one another. This channel is about trying to help one another and be kind and courteous and stand up for each other. You know, all of us, not just Democrat, not just Republican, not just independent, but all of us, all humankind, not mankind, just humankind. Whether you're man, woman, child, animal, humankind. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. And I think our community is doing great once we weed out the weirdos. But anyway, you know, so anybody have a question for me other than Amy, who says she needs a miracle? Which, if what she believes in, she's got a long wait coming. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, she needs a miracle. So, let's see, what can we do about authoritism? What can we do about intimidation? Let's ask the universe what we can do about that. Oh, I'm being crazy. I'm shuffling them very crazily. So, anyway, what can we do about intimidation? What can we do about it? We can be smart, for one thing. That's June saying it, not universe. Let's see what universe has to say about what we can do about people whom try to intimidate us with legal action. I'm going to sue you. You're a witch. You're a demon. You're a this. You're a that. People are just trying to intimidate us. What can we do about that? Or I'm going to terminate your residency. Or I'm going to file a legal suit for you parking your car across the street, you know, whatever the case may be. Let's see, can I have a few cards for my love life month, please? I've reconciled with someone after 4 months of closure. He says he only wants casual but care to reconnect after 4 months. Okay, let me get with the universe on the intimidation, and then I'll get right to you, Disha, on that. Well, yeah, you don't need cards for that one, do you? Let's see. I just want to see what universe has to say about intimidation. All right. There's one. Okay. Let's see what else we got. And then I'll get to your love life there. Oof. Okay. All right. All right. You know, people are quick to judgment. They judge what they don't know, right? And they try to use, you know, what they think they know to intimidate others. So judgment, you know, you have to look at who the source is, who is telling you what, and for what reason. I mean, what reason do they have? So really use your judgment and be like, you know, you're full of shit. Bring it. whatever. Hermit. You light the way for others. You help other people to not be intimidated by gaining knowledge, by knowing what the law is. You do not have to be intimidated. Not if you're black, not if you're white, not if you're Mexican, not if you're Latino, not if you're English, not if you're Yugoslavian, not if you're Norway or British or whatever. I don't care. You do not have to be intimidated if you know what the law is. So allow them people to go away. And use your passion. Take your action where your passion is concerned. If you are concerned about somebody being bullied or intimidated, then help them. Take up arms. Say, look, no, they're not going to get away with this. We'll fight it. We'll find a way to fight it. And even if they have an inkling of a case, well, let's fight it. Let's get together and ban it and fight it. So yeah, you did miss a lot. Woo, woo. There's some crazies on here today. And you know what? You have to make sure you have everything that you need to fight some things. And so do they. And they did not. So anyway, so now I'm going to pull some cards on Disha's. Yeah, we definitely need to reinstate humanity. Jeez. So I'm going to read some cards. I'm going to pull some cards on your love life, Disha. And, I always say exes are exes for a reason, but sometimes it's not necessarily true. Nope, no intimidating June here. I'm like, oh, call me what you want. I've been called worse things. So anyway, this is for Disha. Let's see what universe has to say, because usually I say exes are exes for a reason, and when they show you who they are, believe them. That's June talking, not the universe. And I am using the Grand Lux today. I like this card, this deck. It's very vibrant and colorful. Yeah, we will. We'll get them. So anyways, this is what universe has to say to Disha for her love life, that someone she had rekindled with, but they said they wanted to take it slow. I think that's a little bit of your answer. Oh, well, universe says it's a good partnership. So go slow. Well, religion is invented to control the masses. So I would put the religious differences aside. I think it is a good partnership. That's what universe is saying, that it's a good partnership there. And but I do think that you do need to take it slow and make sure that you're the one that is on top of this and not them. Make sure that they're not trying to use you for whatever reason that they think they may have. That's June talking, not universe. Universe said, hey, it would be a good partnership. So you need to try to understand their religion as well as they need to try to understand yours. So let's see what else. Universe. Okay, that's it. All right. Let me ask you, do they live around the same area as you? If they do, that's great, because you're not going anywhere. You're not traveling to them. And they're not traveling to you. So if this is a long distance thing, it's probably not going to work out. You got the Eight of Swords here. This is a entrapment situation. And I really feel like that, people can say anything. They can say or do anything. And sometimes they want to say what they're charming and they want to say what you want to hear, and the next thing you know, you're being controlled by someone, and it wasn't really anything you were believing in. Now, it did say it was a good partnership, but I don't know if you want to be controlled. I don't know what, how many miles is that? Like a lot or little as far as miles goes. And I want you to keep some things to yourself. I don't think you need to tell everything that you know. I don't think you need to tell how much money you have. I don't think that you need to tell everything to this individual, even though you feel like you've fallen for them. And you may have fallen for somebody who you want them to be, and that's not who they are. So you have to watch what they're doing, not what they're saying. Because, I mean, I think it would be a good one if you pay attention to actions, not words. 16 miles isn't far. That's not far. That's not long distance. And neither one of you are going anywhere. So I would see the date, go on the date, and watch what they do. Watch what they're, how they're saying. How do they talk about their parents? How do they talk about their siblings? How do they talk about things in general? Like, do they believe that the United States has an idiot in the White House or not? Or do they think I'm a demon? I mean, do I have horns? I don't see any horns yet growing. Anyway, so, anyways, it's like, I have to have my people who help me to figure out things. I'm not very quick on the distance between kilometers and miles and all that kind of stuff. So I guess you're not from America, I guess. Anyways, so just fill them out, see what's going on with that person, and really, hello Felicia, hello. Felicia, I think I got it. Ooh, okay, somebody needs to tweak their plan. Seven of Swords, you need to tweak your plan, Disha. Oh, good. You're picking up when I'm laying down. I love it. I'm glad when people pick up when I'm laying down. Anyway, so yeah, tweak your plan a little bit and see where it goes from there. Hey, Melanie, how are you? Can I tell you what the universe wants to tell? I can try. Let's see. Am I saying your name right, Alicia, or should I just call you AV? What do you need to call what do you need to tell AV, universe, or spirit, whichever you want to call the collectiveness up there? Whew, Harmony's here for you. I know that, Alicia. She said, I know some things. Ask me. But, so let's see. I'm glad you're good, or okay. You're welcome so much, Tisha. I appreciate you being on our channel and being a part of our community and even asking a question. Thank you. I appreciate it. So what does universe need to tell AV? All right. Oh, Harmony's still on the bottom here. Let's see what's going on. All right, there's two somethings. All right, is that it for AV? Because I'm sure I am not pronouncing your name correctly, guys. And yeah, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and tell all your friends, and watch the videos all the way through. You never know what you might get at the end, right? And so, we were giving away some mats. We're not doing that right now, but you never know. This is the Grand Lux that you were talking to me about a while back. And I've had this deck for a very long time, and I used to teach tarot, so I would buy my students a deck of cards, and I used to buy this one quite a bit because it's a really easy deck to read. And what else does universe have to tell RV? Um, anything else? Nope. That's it. Let's see, RV. Hope you're still there. Okay, you got the imprint upside down. Okay, so this is a major arcana card. It's also a fertility card, but it's also a taking care of yourself kind of card. It's reversed, so therefore it's telling me that you're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing some things that you need to do to make sure that you're healthy. Okay? It's telling me you're not taking care of yourself. So you need to do that. Then you got the Nine of Cups. You're happy, and that's good. But are you happy because you're drinking too much Sunkist, like me? Or are you happy because you're numbing yourself? What are you doing that is making yourself happy? Or are you happy and you're just pretending to be happy, is what the universe is saying. I will get to you right after I finish with AV, Malane. I'll get to you right after that. I think this is also a major arcana, and this talks about people with authority. Normally it's this way, and they're usually fair and honest and good, not like what we have in our White House. But anyway, this person is being deceitful, and they're not quite being fair. And this could be a parent or a boss even. They're not being fair to you, and it's time for you to be like, look, I'm doing the best I can do in any given moment, and call them out because they're not being fair. Major arcana too, by the way. And you may have already quit, and that's okay. But don't cry over spilled milk. People say and do things all the time they don't mean, and we just need to wipe it up and move on. I know that is so much easier said than done, to just sweep it under the rug or clean it up and pack up and move on, because it's hard sometimes. People can be hurtful if you let them, and you can be hurtful to yourself if you let yourself. So you got to talk positive to yourself. People, like you saw earlier when people were calling me all kinds of names. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. So, you can't allow other people, they're waiting in line to beat you up or to talk bad or to say mean things. So don't do that to yourself. Be good to you. If you're kind, you open the door for somebody, feel good about that. Be good to you, because you're not taking care of yourself also. And it's time for you to get out, meet some new friends, especially if your friends are being bullies. It's time to meet some new ones and to join a great community like ours, and be happy and enjoy life. Life is a journey. It's not to have hardships. Yes, I'm not saying that we don't, or that hardships don't happen, because they do. But we find a way to get around it, over it, under it, and make ourselves this journey the best journey we can make. I don't believe in mistakes. I believe they're learning lessons, and we learn not to do that again. Don't touch that stove, it's hot. We touch it, we burn ourselves. Ouch. Lesson learned, right? So, it's time for you to make some new friends. Get out there and be determined to get out there And this is the Queen of Swords. And this talks about, everybody says that the Queen of Swords is truth telling. Well, the Queen of Swords is a Libra. No, that's King of Swords. I'm lying. The Queen of Swords is a Virgo type of temperament. And maybe you need to listen a little bit for the month and see what's going on for the month. And oh, by the way, I will be doing the 12 cards tomorrow, so for the zodiacs. So don't forget to tune into that. That's always fun. I like doing that. It's not live, but it's still fun. Sometimes I forget even what I said for my own zodiac, but anyway. So anyways, listen a little bit. Listen to what people are saying, what they're doing, how they're acting. Just sit back and listen. And you'll find out who is true and who is not true, and who has got your best interest at heart and who doesn't. And then you got the Temperance. Your voice is not being heard. Your voice is not being heard at all. You're not getting your point across to people, especially probably that boss or anybody else. So yeah, you're not getting your voice heard. You're not getting the point that you need to make across. So you need to find a different way to say it. You pulled the communication card. Yeah, he's not doing that very well. And this is about money. Money can't control you. You have to control money. Money is a tool. It's a tool for you to get the things that you want and you need. That's all money is. It's a piece of paper. It's a tool to help you get the things that you need and you want. So therefore, when you are worried so much about how am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? Stop and say, it's coming. I'll get it. I always do. Always will. I'll find a way. I'll go pick up some cans. I'll do something. I'll find a way. I'll dig a ditch. I'll find a way. And you will. You will. You got to be positive to yourself. Be nice to you. And then you have the Queen of Cups, so there's Scorpio type of temperament. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, them spam calls, they still find a way to sneak their way in here and kick me off my phone. It drives me nuts. But anyway, back to AV. Use your intuition. Use it to see who gets to pay rent in your head and who doesn't. And that's what the cards have to say to you, AV. And let's see, Melanie. What was your question, Melanie? Will Aries contact me soon? Will your Aries friend contact you soon? For Melanie, let's see. And I've been thinking about doing this. You guys tell me what your ideal about, or what your thoughts are about this, is trying to do a card of the day. Like I do a card of the day for a lady, and it seems to help her. Sometimes it'll hit, sometimes it won't. But, when she looks back at the day, she usually sees that, I said something in there that was right. So I've been thinking about trying to just do a little shorts. They're shorts. And it'll be like a card of the day for the general public. And see if it hits you or not. That'll be something to watch, or something short that you can listen to every day. How about that? What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I could. Yeah. Or color of the day. There are colors of the day that you should wear that will make you stand out more. So anyway. Melanie. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to Melanie. Will her Aries friend contact her soon? Universe, tell us, will he contact her soon? And I have messed this totally up. I'm gonna say, honestly, I think you need a lot of strength to be with that person. And the Queen of Swords, again, a Virgo type. You need to go out there and party and live your life and your journey. I think that might go a little long for the fourth card of the day. But anyways, Melanie, you need to get yourself out there and meet some people. And yeah, that Virgo is, I don't know. I don't know if he's listening, okay, and he's watching and he's seeing if he. I just saw spirit. Uh, I think he's just listening and watching and trying to see what's going on with you, and I think you need to get out. Is what I think. You need to get out, not let anybody trap you into a corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts Melanie in the corner. Not on our community watch. So don't wait on him or anybody else. And I think you need to let that go. If he contacts you, great, wonderful. But I think it's going to be a minute because I think he's sitting back and listening and see where you're at. Are you going to come begging him? Do not, do not, do not, do not. Or her, whatever. Do not beg. You don't have to. You're a beautiful individual soul. And you get to get out there and have fun and live your life. Like I said earlier, life is a journey. Aw, thank you, Solely Speaking Siberian. Also, it talks about a lost card. And I think that, soon you will find that after you've met some people, you might find that you lost passion for him. It's like, dude, what are you waiting on? Christmas? What are you waiting on? I don't see the marriage card. This is the Hierophant. It's more religious, more about marriage. This is my marriage card, and I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I think you need to light your own way. I think you need to believe in yourself and believe in the wonderful things that you bring to the table. And I think that other people need to bring the same amount to the table. So therefore, you know what? Let it go. Let it go. Page of Cups. Looks like there's a Pisces coming. I like that. Little young Pisces about your age. Maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger. A couple months here or there. But I think somebody else is in the cards for you. And that's what universe is trying to tell you. That you can't be bogged down with somebody who is not the right one for you. So that's what universe is trying to say, I think. Right now, it seems like you're spinning. And I know it's hard to let go. I really do. Melina, I was in love with somebody who didn't exist. And once I realized it, I was like, whew, what? I wasted so much time. Oh my God. And, but I did have a lovely daughter with him. And that was what I got out of that. So you too, don't put your coins in one basket or eggs. And you got the Judgment card here, or not Judgment. You got the 6, and you need to decide who gets your time and who doesn't. And if somebody is not worth your time, they're not worth it. So sorry about your luck, dude. Find somebody else you can listen to. I don't know. Well, whatever you do, do not make any blind decisions. Think about things before you do it. Listen to your intuition, not your head, not your heart, because they battle. I love him. He's an ass. I love him. He hasn't called me. Don't listen to either one of them. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut feeling. Listen to your spirit guides, your spirit universe telling you, hey, it's time for you to look around. Plenty of fish in the sea, like the Pisces. So, okay. So, does anybody else have a question they'd like to ask? I don't think I've missed anybody. Well, good. I'm glad he hasn't contacted you in a long time. I think that it's time for you to venture elsewhere. Now, as soon as you do, he's going to call you and he's going to try to get you right back into that fold. Don't allow that. Don't allow that to happen, because they do it every time. And don't allow it. Just don't. I don't care how much they say they've changed. They haven't. So I've been thinking about doing this too. I'm not going to do it this week, but maybe next Saturday live, which will be the 23rd. Saturday live with June. It'll be on August 23rd. I may just do, like, we were doing the little teacup or bowl and pulling out names for the mat. I may do one for a full-on fledged reading, and you can get that reading from me for free via Zoom, FaceTime, phone call, whatever, but you'll have to email me if you win. So I think that might be a good thing to do. Let's see. What did you just say, Eleanor? So speaking. Oh, hell yeah, I think so. I think you can. Let me see. Can Eleanor relax, and then I'll get to if universe has to say anything for Pisces, Virgo rising. And Gina, I think you and I need to do a collab one day. What do you think? Side by side. I don't know if you know how to do it, but I don't, but I can look it up. So I think we should do a collab by collab live. A live. We need to do a live. But yeah, Gina, I would love to do it, and we could get maybe Eleanor to help us monitor it as we're doing it. But or we could, do a video together and then just post it, and then we won't have to monitor anything. But I would love to do that. I think that would be really super cool. Well, we'll figure it out. Don't be scared. You're good at what you do. Remember? You're good at what you do. So, can Eleanor relax after that stupid letter? Date has passed. Can she relax? Universe, what do you got to tell Eleanor in that situation? But yeah, I would love to collab with you, Eleanor. I think we could do a great collab too. Let's do it. Let's start our own collab circle. So I've tried to contact some other people and see if they would. Yes, ma'am. I have to agree with Eleanor. It says, yes, you can relax. Please do. The Hierophant. Believe in yourself. Believe in your intelligence. You are one of the smartest people I know. You and Kevin. And Judy. Judy's smart too. So, yes, you can relax. However, you got this Queen of Pentacles, which we all know what that is, the good old Gemini. So, people think they can take lead by what's in the White House, as we talked about earlier, and they cannot. And we cannot allow it. So we will all stand together and rally around if we have to, and we'll protest. And you know what? Even if it were true, it's not, but even if it were true, don't cry over it. Don't worry about it. It's not worth it, because you have places and things that you can do in order. You do. And I'm right here with you. I am right here. I am not going anywhere. 5 of Coins. Ask and you shall receive. And, this is asking the right way. And I think you're asking universe for the right things in the right way. So I believe that universe is telling you, you're doing good, girl. You good. You good. Saying you good. You fine. You just fine. Cheers. I agree with the universe on that one. Okay. Now you got a Page of Coins, which is a Capricorn type of temperament. So it's saying to get organized, which I believe you are pretty organized. Most Cancers aren't. There some are. But you are pretty organized as far as you know what you want to do and when you want to do it. And I think that the issue here is sometimes people throw you off kilter, and that makes you a little nervous. So I say don't let them throw you off kilter. Not worth it. You're very good at multitasking. I usually say people are not good at multitasking. If you're doing 2 things at one time, like if I'm trying to look at the calendar and read cards, something's not getting my full attention. So, but you're good at doing a lot of research and back checking and rechecking, and I think that you're very good at multitasking. And so you got this. Universe is saying, it's water under the bridge, baby. And then you got that Leo fight in you. That fire with fire, girl. Bring it. Bring it is what you would say. Bring it on. Let's go. Let's dance. Because you could cut them down with just words. You don't even have to use any physical anything. You can cut them down with words. I know how Cancers work. And you guys, that tongue lashing cut you. I tell you, you can cut them with tongue. So you just let them try it. That's what universe has to say to you, Eleanor. Now, who was the other person that I was supposed to ask a question for? I don't know if I can find them or not. Does anybody know? Are they still on here? Do they still want a question? Doesn't surprise me. Those Geminis. 2 sides of them. Trump is in the White House. Oh, it's me. Thank you. And what was the question again? I've lost it. Just does universe have anything to say to you, Pisces? Any message for you? Yes, let's see. Pisces, Virgo, rising, universe. Do you have anything to say or any kind of message that you need to give them that they need to hear at this particular juncture in their life? Virgo, Pisces, rising. Let's go, universe. Tell me. And this is kind of a thick deck, so it's kind of hard to shuffle. But let's see. All right. Yes. Definitely does. And that card just is coming up a lot. This talks about a partnership for you. Now, this is the minor of the Lover's card, which is, soulmate, the minor of the partnership and a love affair, and it's a good relationship. It's straight up. It's trying to tell me that, you're in a good relationship. Now, I pulled another card, but I'm going to see if there's anything else that it wants to say, because that one just straight up said, you got to, there we go. Now we're done. Okay, this might not be for you, but we're going to see. And it says you'll probably meet an individual at work or around work, or selling, like if you sell things or you do things that are the same thing over and over again, like you're a construction worker, build houses or whatever. It's saying that you can, anyways, and Gina, you're reading oracles, right? Okay, so I think Gina's reading oracles because, yeah, okay. Yeah. And they're, oracles and as I showed a while back, oracles and tarot kind of coincide. I don't read oracles. I do it for myself, maybe one card pulls, but that's it. Anyway, not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because I think it's fantastic. And Steve and I did a collab, and we were right on target with everybody that we read for, both with his cards and mine. So Gina's probably pretty spot on too. Anyway, this is saying that you'll probably meet this person through work. Pisces, Virgo rising, this is for you. You'll probably meet this person through work if you haven't already. Haven't formed a very good positive relationship yet. I think that you will soon. And this is a wintertime card, where this is a summertime card, and we're still in summer. So you got fall to go. This is also in summer. It says to save your money. You might need it for a big wedding or a big fun time, like a concert ticket or a football game. Geez, can you met? I mean, I cannot believe how much football tickets have gone up. I mean, unbelievable. But anyway, it says that you are needing and to save your money and make sure that you have enough for what you want to do. And when that person comes along, didn't say in those cards what sign they were. Unfortunately, you can only ride one horse with one butt. You can't ride two horses with one butt. So you'll have to pick, and there might be a choice there. And one of them is a Capricorn, very mature, meticulous Capricorn. They have a lot of fun. They're very intuitive. They know when people are telling the truth and when they're not. They're also very good at gaslighting, so you have to be careful with those Capricorns, but they're very organized. So I like that. So I think it's a Capricorn type of person. And I think that you're not asking in the correct way, or you're not asking the universe the correct way, because the universe doesn't know whether you don't have it or you do have it. So you have to say it like you have it, and universe will give it to you. And I know that sounds simple, but it isn't. And it talks about needing strength. We all need strength sometimes. We all need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, and we need all the strength we can muster. So I get that. I get that sometimes, and it's hard, but you can do it. I have faith, and our community has faith in you, Virgo Pisces rising. So you're a good person, and you try to listen. And sometimes it takes all the strength you can to hear somebody go on and on and on and on about the same thing. And, but you still do it. And you do it with grace and dignity, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the people that are talking to you. Hi, Abang. And the last one is get your paperwork in order. If you have a lot of money, make sure you have a prenup. That's all I can say there. But that was for you. That was your message, Pisces, Virgo rising. I don't know if there was anybody else that had a question, or Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate my community. I really do. I appreciate the people who donate and the people who get on here and ask me questions because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. Let's see if I have any messages for a bang. Is that how you say your name? I hope so. But I really try to this is my passion. I love to read cards. I love to give people the positive messages that they need, not necessarily the negative ones. I don't like doing those, but sometimes they're needed, I guess. But it's more of how to get over them instead of being negative. And thank you everyone who has donated to my channel in forms or fashion, like Eleanor with the mats and monetary commendation or contributing, and Gina with monetary contributing, and everybody else who has given me money, as my husband is a quadriplegic and I am still not monetized on YouTube. So that's why I need you guys to watch the videos all the way through, please. Please, please watch them all the way through, and hit the like button and subscribe and tell your friends, and hopefully they'll do the same. And it's hard to watch every day. I know, trust me. I try to watch people every day, and I can't because, I get busy. Life throws us curveballs, and we either got to hit it or miss and go pick it up. So, I mean, and sometimes I cause myself extra work, which is annoying, but I do. So any messages for a bang? Let's see what's going on with a bang. There's one, anyway. And I appreciate anything. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's just kind words. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to spend it with me on Saturday, live, Saturday with June. And I appreciate listening to my channels as well as I do the monetary contributions to the channel. Thank you very much for all of those. So this is for a bang. Any other things you want to tell a bang out there, Mr. Universe or Mrs. Universe? Just 2, really? I guess you got your life together. Or at least it appears that you have your life together at the moment. That's it. All right. King of Wands, Leo type of temperament. Hi, Sarah. Hope you're doing well. Well, you're doing very well. You got that Leo fire, or wait, that's an Aries. You got that Aries. You got that, I'm going to chase the shiny. And, you do well. Aries are very well-liked. They're very, they're not as charming as as what I would call an Aquarian, but they are very charismatic. And I think that you're doing very, very well with what you have to work with. So that's awesome. I think you're doing pretty good, and I'm glad that you're trying your best. I know you don't sweat the small stuff. If it's small, you're like, I ain't sweating it. I ain't sweating any of this. I'm not going to worry about it next week. I'm not going to fight about it today. It's not worth my time. And I like that about you, Bang. I like that because I like people who don't sweat the small stuff. And I see a business partnership for you. I see something that is going to be very beneficial to both of you. I don't think it's really romantic. I think it's more business oriented. And I like that because, everybody needs somebody to bounce some ideals off of, you know? So, you know, if you want to bounce some ideals off somebody, hey, why not? Why not start a business together? Just make sure you both are doing your part. And I would sign a contract to say exactly what I'm going to be doing and what they are supposed to be doing. So that way, if they break it, then, you have recourse. And Nine of Wands, you're not trying to be a leader. You're like, I'm not, I'm not out there, trying to rule the world. I'm just trying to do the best that I can do. And you are doing the best that you can do. And I think that's fabulous. I think that everybody needs a good person in their life and a good community to fall back on when they're having troubles or when they're having struggles. So I think that you're doing wonderfully in that area. And I think it's awesome. I think you're awesome. So I like that reading. That was a good one. Good for you, a bang. I like it. Verus votum. I hope I'm not butchering your name because I'm notorious for that. And I do apologize if I am. Let's see. Let's see what kind of message it has for you on a current situation. So you have a situation that you're dealing with. Let's see what's going on for you on a current situation that you're dealing with. Okay. Votus. Verus votum. I'm going to call you VV, if that's all right by you. Are you struggling with the honey? Are you struggling with your spouse or your mate or your partner? VV, honestly, I think that you're not. Well, that's good. Good. I'm glad that's not the situation. So anyway, this tells me that, well, then since you're not, and it's the Lover's card, then your relationship is very strong and very solid, and that's good. So that's not the situation. Could it be a situation with children, like a little Taurus child, or somebody's acting like a Taurus child, and it's causing issues? It's trying to cause issues. Not necessarily that it isn't, but it could be that. I see. Taurus can be very opinionated and strong-willed and stubborn, and you know, I think that you need to work out the issue. I think that, sit them down, talk about it, and say, look, let's just talk. Let's go for coffee or Sunkist, which I'm going to drink right now. Let's go for coffee and sit down and have an adult conversation. They may or may not. And, if they're a friend that truly loves you and truly cares about you, it's not one-sided. It's got to be both-sided. I've had a friend, and I still love the friend, but we're not friends anymore. I used to say, I love the friends I've gathered together on this thin raft. Words of Jim Morrison. However, I kicked her off the raft once, and I let her back on. And guess what? It was one-sided. The whole thing was one-sided. And relationships, friendships can't be one-sided. There have to be a give and take. You have to give and you have to take. It can't be one-sided. So either sit down and talk to this person about it, or let them go. You'll be glad you did. And you're not, you know, you want to stop and smell the roses. And I think sometimes, hi, Jane. I like Jane from Norway. Jane with two N's. I think that you're being a little serious, and you know sometimes friends just want to have fun. They just want to laugh and joke, and maybe or maybe they're being too serious, and you just want to laugh and joke and have fun. So I mean that's what friendship is. It's about going along and laughing and giving and taking and helping each other. That's what friendship is. And, you know, sometimes we can all be a little bit too serious. I mean, you get me on Trump and I'm serious, you know? I mean, you get me on people who want to hurt other people and I'm serious. So, I mean, I understand this. However, sometimes you just need to stop, smell the flowers, go for the walk, have some fun, watch a comedy, do something that makes you laugh. And that's the message universe has for you, Vivi. So I hope, does anybody else have a question? Did I miss anybody? I hope not. So how's Norway doing? How's Norway doing? Laughing at us in America? I would be if I were over there. So does anybody else have a question? Did I miss anybody? I hate to miss anybody. Yeah, today has it has been a big doozy. Okay, let's do a go to Norway. That's awesome. Let's see what's going on with Gina T. See what's going on with my girl. She needs to do a collab with me. Is what's going on with her. That's what you need to be doing. Her and Eleanor both. We're gonna have to make that happen. That's what we're gonna have to do. Let's see. General reading for Gina T. I almost said Eleanor. Sorry. Probably should do Eleanor next. Well, girl, it's time for celebration. And I believe that good. Yay, Eleanor. Do it. I think it's time for celebration for Miss Gina T. I like that. I like the Hierophant. I like that it's more of a spiritual, religious card. It's like my wedding card, but anyway, it's more of a spiritual connection than it is anything. And I really think like you have a spiritual connection with universe, and I think it's time for you to start showing it and let it happen. Let's see if there's anything else. And that's the one that fell out of the deck. So I feel like that was pretty profound there. I think it's time. Like I said earlier, yours was the Three of Cups. Time to have some fun with the three of us. I like that. I like that Eleanor's was the Three of Cups for Gina T. So yeah, it's time. Maybe we should do a three-way reading. Wouldn't that be exciting? We got 3 little screens and we'll just do a three-way reading. Yeah, celebrating. Yes, let's do it. Let's celebrate our 2,500 subscribers that we don't got yet. Well, we'll get them. We'll get them. I'm willing. I'm game. I'm game. I can't go nowhere, but I'm game. You guys have to come here. You Viva phone, I guess. But let's see what else I got to say. Another one fell out. 2 of them fell out. All right. This one is stand your ground, Gina. Stand your ground. Be strong. You got this. Do not let anybody We can Zoom it. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And if we all three have apples, we can FaceTime somehow. I don't know. We can three-way FaceTime. I don't know if we can or not. But anyway, we'll try. We'll do what we can do. And anyways, this is don't let somebody walk on you. You don't deserve to be talked to the way some people talk to you. And my calendar just fell down. Whew. That was almost bad because it's glass. Anyway, it says to stand your ground. Don't let people talk down to you because you are just as smart and just as kind and considerate, probably more so than a lot of people. And, I know you won the mat and I'm glad that you like it. And I wish you would have done a reveal, like, so we could see it. Because I would love to see it. I'd love to see the one you got. I think I know which one you got, but I'd love to see it. So, but stand your ground. Don't let people talk down to you because they can't. They shouldn't. And you are waking up from a nightmare situation. I mean, honestly, you've had you've had some issues go on for a while, and you're starting to realize that, hey, I have a purpose, and my purpose is not as I thought it was. It's not horrible. It's me helping other people's. Like you're helping me with the monitoring and being kind and posting my email and my Venmo out there, and you're being kind to me, and I love you for that. And when I did a reading for you, a private consultation, it really did seem like I was talking to an old friend. You are waking up from a really terrible situation, and I am glad it's over, and I'm glad you're seeing the light because you're so spiritual and so in tune that people need to stand up and listen. Honestly, they do. So that was for you, my dear. You got the green one, and oh, yeah, I like that one. I thought it was so pretty. It was so pretty. Yeah, I liked it. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Where's our peeps out there? Come on, you guys. It's almost 5. I usually get these people that want to get in here right at the last minute, and I'm like, where were you all day? And if anybody has a solution to Maureen Brown, she tries to get on my lives and she gets kicked off. Figures. It's probably floating around somewhere. Maybe somebody's using it as a carpet ride and they're floating on the carpet ride. An angel message, please. Okay, I'll do both. Okay, angel message. You mean from your spirit angels or your spirit guides or like Michael or Gabriel or somebody like that? That figures. Like I said, maybe they're floating on it. Maybe they're using it as a life preserver. And we wouldn't mind if that's the case. Angel message. Spirit guide. Okay. Let's see what your spirit guide has to say to you. I'm asking Jane with 2 N's what her spirit guide has to tell her. I'm talking to Jane's spirit guide. And if you want to tell me your name, I'll be happy to pass it on to her so she can talk to you directly. Samuel. Your spirit guide's name is Samuel. That's what his name is. That's the name that came to me. So your spirit guide's name is Samuel. One of them. Anyway, this one that's going to be talking to you in just a second. Okay, Samuel, what do you want to say to Jane with 2 N's? He says he's young. He died young. But they see things on the other side that we don't get to see. I wish Harmony would have been your spirit. Not saying that Samuel's not a good spirit guide, but it would have been nice if it would have been Harmony, but it's not. It's Samuel. You get Samuel. All right, Samuel, what do you got to say? Let's make it happen. All right, here we go. You got lots to say. I got lots to say. He says your drive is down. You've got to get up and dust yourself off. And he just flew out of this card. So he's saying, dust yourself off, get your drive back, get your stride going, and get moving. Yep. You're not right now. You're not taking the actions that you're not determined, I should say, to take the actions that you need to be taking. And he is trying to tell you, or Samuel is trying to tell you that you need to take actions. You need to stop procrastinating and do it. And don't let people trick you. Nah, you're not easily fooled anyway. But some people are very good at trying to trick people into doing stuff. And Samuel says, pay attention. Do not let them. He says that it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't let them do it. Be determined not to let them trick you. And then it's also you got a lot of majors here, or two of them anyway. And this says that it's time for you to take care of you. You have taken care of a lot of people. You have helped a lot of people. And some of those people have reciprocated, some have not. But you have forgot about you in that process of taking care of them. And you got to take care of you too. You've got wants, you've got needs, you've got things that you need to do for you. And it's time for you to do it and be determined. And that is the biggest message that Samuel is trying to say to you, is to be determined to do these things for yourself as well as you are for others. For others, you fight. For yourself, you don't. And it's time for you too. And you have the will. Play the lottery, girl. Play the lottery. And yes, you do give too much. You give too much of yourself to people who are really not deserving. It's time for you to play the lottery. It's time for you to spin the wheel, go somewhere fun, do something wonderful, and to take care of you. Do something you want to do. And that was a major as well. And you also have the Lover's card, which is upside down. So, I mean, we all have rocky patches, right? So, and I think this is more about you than it is about anyone else. I think it's like sometimes you just don't really like yourself very much. And you know what? That's crazy. You should love yourself. You're first. You got to put the oxygen mask on you before you do the child on the airplane and anywhere else. You really do. You have to love you. Because if you don't love you, you can't love anybody else, nor can they love you. So you have to love you. You have to be determined to take care of you first. And everybody else is second and third and fourth. Even me with Kevin. If I don't take care of me, how am I going to take care of Kevin? And I love Kevin. You get it? Okay. And then there's two more. Or three more. You got the Eight of Cups. And this, normally I would say, hey, it's time to walk away. But it's not time to walk away. It's time for you to embrace and be determined to look and see what you can salvage from this dilemma or this chaotic situation that you find yourself in sometimes with yourself. It's like you're fighting with yourself, and you need to salvage yourself. You don't need to walk away from yourself. You need to salvage yourself. And again, determination. Be stubborn about it. That page of swords is about a Taurus. And what are they if they're not stubborn and determined? So you need to be determined and get better. Yes, you do. I just say you need to do what I say, because I don't mean to tell people what to do. But you're doing what Samuel's saying. You're not doing what June's saying. You're doing what Samuel's saying. And he is saying, be determined to take care of you. Don't let people beat you down. And don't let them take all you got to give. That's probably why you're tired. That's probably why you've not been feeling well lately. It's because you've been given too much. Last one. You know how to ask universe for what you need. So that's awesome. And now you know the name of one of your spirit guides, which is Samuel. So start asking him to show up. Show up, dude. Give me some advice. Show up. And he will, because he's always there. Always. Yay. There's in the printer at a hotel in Alaskan hotel, was it international or incompetence? Intentional or incompetence? There were government papers left in the printer at an Alaskan hotel. Was it intentional or was it incompetence? If it was on Trump's side, it was incompetence. If it was on Putin's side, it was intentional. Let's see. Were those papers left in Alaska hotel room, in the printer or on the printer, intentional? Was it intentional or incompetence? And do we really need to know what it says? Do we need to know what it says? I don't even think Trump showed up to that meeting with his full thinking on. I'd say Putin did. Trump didn't. Was it intentional? Were they left intentionally? Maybe somebody's trying to whistle blow. Who found them, I wonder? Found them. Okay. Yeah, I think it was intentional. Yeah, I think it was intentional that they were left there. I think that someone is trying to tell the United States what the plan is, and it's a nightmare scenario. And we need to wake up and see it. This is a warning. This is a warning, is what that is. And it's time that we celebrate that somebody left it there to warn us. Somebody is looking out for us. Whether it ain't Trump and it ain't Putin. So whomever left those papers there, I think they might be in big trouble with either one of their governments. But I don't think they care. I think they're celebrating that they had the opportunity to leave them there. Now, will we listen? I wonder. Yeah, voice is loud and clear. I think we will listen. Yay. Maybe it's a secondary list because you know he done destroyed that first one if he had a chance. So, maybe it was a secondary list. Somebody left because it's being loud and clear. And guys, it's not going to be an easy task. This is heavy, it's very heavy. It's very burdensome. And it's like, wow, what a load. What a load. Whew. And we have to figure out what to do about it. And I believe that those papers should be handed over to someone other than the government, someone different. Yeah, I hope we didn't destroy it already, but I believe this is burdensome. I believe that Putin has a plan. He's had a plan all along, and Trump has just fell right into it. And now we know. We know it's going to be heavy. And it's not just about Ukraine, it's about America too. It's about us too. It's not just about Ukraine. It never has been just about Ukraine. And if Trump, let's swap land. What? No, this is our land. This is our home. This is where we're gonna stay. It's like I was telling somebody, Terrell Twins, I believe, that it's like two neighbors deciding what the third neighbor gets to do with their place. It's none of our business. It's Ukraine and Russia. And Ukraine, yes, they were with us. We should stand with them and help them, as well as NATO and the Union. They need to stand with Ukraine. Nobody would like it if somebody were coming over there just taking their land. I'm sure the Indians didn't like it here. So we did it anyway, didn't we? It's not going to light a path. It's going to be a very hard path to follow. I just hope it gets into the right hands and not the wrong hands. Because if it gets in the wrong hands, we're in trouble. So yes, it was intentional. And yes, it is important. Yeah. It's important. I'd have read it. I might have made a copy. Just in case it gets in the wrong hands, I'd have made a copy. I'd be in jail probably. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing some shorts on crystals. And I'm thinking about doing a short card of the day for the general public. Sometimes it'll hit you, sometimes it won't. But at least you'll have a heads up if something's coming or something's not coming, And maybe I'll pick a topic of what that tarot card of the day is and just, pull a card. I think I'm going to try to start doing that, not tomorrow because I got the 12 zodiacs to do tomorrow. So, and I'm by myself tomorrow with Kevin as I am today. So, and all next week, except for Monday. Thank God. Mondays are my worst days. But, or thank universe, whoever, Sheila. But, yeah, so I'm going to try, and that's all I can do. And some days I may miss, and I hope you guys will understand if I miss, because I've got a quadriplegic husband. I have 5 acres of land that I have to mow, and I have a house I have to take care of. I have food I have to cook. I have to go to the grocery store. I have to go get medicine. So there's a lot of things that I have to do. And when I find the time, a piece of time, I will definitely try to do those tarot cards of the day and a little short on crystals and, of course, the kitties, if I catch them. Sometimes it's really hard to catch them doing something funny. but sometimes it's easy, but most of the time it's not. As soon as I point the camera at them, they stop. They're like, well, when we're done. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And I love crystals too. And citrine is my favorite. I'm wearing it now. And you have to really be careful. Like this is a, I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but this is a raw citrine point or a raw citrine piece, if you will. Now this one is heated, and this one tells me when it needs to be charged. You see how yellow it looks? It gets a line up there, and it gets real white looking, and so I know I need to charge it. And this is a citrine bracelet. This is my Phantom citrine pendant, and my Phantom citrine earrings. They match. It is so, these are so cool. And a phantom is, it has like a cluster, like a smoky cluster in it, like a ghost, like a phantom. So I love these earrings, and I haven't been able to wear them because they're like a thicker wire or gauge, I guess. And you know, I haven't been able to wear them because they burnt my ears and they just didn't fit good. So I've been wearing earrings every night to stretch out my ear, the piercing holes, so that I can wear these because they're like my favorite. And I love Amazonite as well. I have one piece of Amazonite, and I will I don't have a bracelet of it. I don't have a choker of it. I don't have a ring of it. I don't have any jewelry of Amazonite. But I do like it, and I like apatite. I love all stones, and all stones, like some of them mean the same things in different ways, and some of them go good with others. I don't think any of them doesn't go good with any of them. So if you're wearing like citrine and garnet per se, garnet's abundant, citrine's abundant. So why not wear them both together, right? Why not? Plus they match. One's red and one's yellow, so you know, why not? You're correct. You are definitely correct. I definitely need to take care of me too. And you have held classes yourself? Oh, cool. Maybe we need to do a collab too. Jane from Norway. Yeah, on crystals. Yes. So let me ask you, Jane. Your take on black tourmaline versus black onyx. What is your take on that? Mine is, they're both protection stones, very both good at protection. Mine is, tourmaline is for things you can't see, and onyx is for things you can see. That's my interpretation on that. What about yours? Or do you even like tourmaline or black onyx? And I learned something. Well, it's been a while back since I learned it, but I didn't know there was a such thing as blue onyx. And I saw blue onyx. I was like, "Are you sure?" And sure enough, there's a blue onyx. Yeah, who knew, right? I didn't at the time. I do now. So, kiddos, is that it? Is that what we're going to talk about? Oh, and I may even do some political, which is political. I may even do some political reads this week and this coming up week while I have extra, or maybe a little bit of extra time. We'll see. But the shorts shouldn't take so long, so I should be able to at least do one or two political readings and see what Spirit has to tell me about the political situation in the United States and around the world, actually, because it's not only here that, you know, if Russia takes Ukraine, then China will take Guam, and then, you know, who's going to help us? Because who trusts Trump? No one. So yeah, I know that tourmaline will fight things that you can't see, like negative spirits. And I keep it over my doorways so that if something negative that I can't see tries to get into my house, it can't. It can't come in. So I keep it over my doorways. And black onyx, I carry it with me for protection against physical uh, people, for the physical, like for somebody not to rob me or beat me up or whatever. So it keeps me aware, and it protects me from, it tells me to walk across the street because some people are walking this way. I'm going to walk across the street, or I'm going to turn around, walk into a building or something. Yeah, so uh, black onyx is a very good protection stone for the physical. And black tourmaline helps with, the stuff you can't see, I think. Or at least that's what I've been told. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of different colors on onyx. I didn't know that. I really didn't. And I was like, I don't know if I believe you. But I did. I ended up believing because, different colors work for different things. Like blue onyx is like, obviously, your third eye, trusting in your third eye, or cleaning your third eye, or protecting your third eye. So there you go. Anything else we want to talk about? So I'm going to try to get some crystals. I'm going to try to do the, I like selenite or sage, and I usually have my selenite wand on my table. And to cleanse this, you have to bury it in dirt, but you can't bury it in dirt if it's raining because it will melt. And so I usually just cover it with dirt, when it's dry, and get all the negativity and let the negativity go to the ground and let Mother Earth take it away. Yeah, but this is my selenite wand. Yeah, because I'm like, I got to get rid of this sage. I gotta get rid of this negativity up in here. So yeah, this is what I use to clear out my negativity. I also use this to clean my decks. I'll get rid of the negativity that are on my decks. I usually do it like that. Or sage. I'll use sage. Yeah, my husband doesn't like the smell of sage, so I use it in here, but not through the house. Now there's a girl that makes sage spray. I'd love to know how she does that. I even have a selenite lamp over there in the corner. It's like right here. I'll try it out. It's kind of warm. That's my selenite lamp. I like selenite a lot. I have some selenite earrings, and yes, yeah, I like selenite. But anyway, I tell people how to cleanse their stones, because some you cannot put in water; they will dissolve. I didn't think angel light was one of them, but I had put a little piece that I had forever on my daughter's grave, and I went back up there and it was a little powder dust. Really was. So it did kind of turn back to dust. Yeah. So angel light will melt over time if you leave it in the rain long enough, I guess, and the snow, which I did because I didn't know. But they say anything with light on the end of it, you shouldn't, like kyanite, selenite, anything with light on the end of it, you shouldn't put in water. And I never put any of my crystals in salt. Never do I do that, because it pits them. It leaves little pits in your crystals, And I don't know about you, but I like my crystals. I think they're beautiful, and I don't ever put them in salt. I put them in the moonlight. I put them in the sunlight, but I don't put them in salt. And some crystals like amethyst will fade in the sunlight. So will rose quartz. So there's certain ones that you have to put on in the moonlight and not in the sunlight. And it can't be raining. And it's best to do it to the full moon. And if you want to cleanse them after the full moon to the new moon. Anyway, that's what I've always heard. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. So anyway, guys, I know you guys are thinking, gosh, she knows a lot about a lot. I know a little about a lot. I know enough to be dangerous. I know tarot cards inside and out. Other stuff I know a little bit about, but tarot, and I usually try to listen to my intuition, and my intuition is really pretty good. So I usually try to listen to that when I'm, coming up with an answer. I'm like, well, and if I don't know it, I'll say, well, I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Let me go look it up. So, anyways, Gina T and Eleanor and anybody else who wants to do a collaboration with me or any of us, email me. June Wagner 633 at yahoo.com. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's help each other be the best us we can be. And as always, I'm going to say it, guys, because, hey, it's getting time. So, no, you don't need to practice more. You just need to listen to your intuition, girl. You got this. It's not the length of time that you've been reading or you've been doing. It's your intuition, and it's learning to trust that is what it is. So I want to say, as always, stay mystical. A lot of people are like, what does that mean? A little mysterious, a little magical, little fairy dust or pixie dust or whatever you want to call it. Just be happy is what it means. And you don't need more practice. I'm telling you. Well, we could do some trial runs. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. We'll do a couple trial runs and then we'll go from there. Well, maybe I'll just ask one more question. Does Gina T need more practice? I'll ask you first. No. You are battling with yourself. And yourself knows more than you think it does. So you're battling with yourself. Stop that. Stop it. You do not need more practice. You need to have more confidence, which is where this card comes in. You need to be a leader. Stop battling with yourself. You got this. You do. You do. Really. It's so true. You do. So, you don't need any more practice. You just need to believe in yourself, as I do, in you. So, you guys, I gotta run. It's been fun, as always. And let's build this community. Let's get to 2,500 guys. And so we can give away Eleanor's fabulous quilt that she made. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to get to 2,500 just so I can see somebody's, I won? Really? I can't wait to see that. So As always, guys, if you want to do a collab with me, you want to get on and we can, do a recording or whatever, or a live, I don't care, either one. And let's do it. Let's make this community big. Let's help each other be mystical and magical and sparkle. Let's help each other sparkle. I gotta go. Bye, y'all.